So this short video is dedicated to the yellow gentian, which is this beautiful plant. I am in a botanical garden in the region of Valois, which is in Switzerland, not far from the border with Italy. And this plant here is called Gentiana lutea, which in English could be translated as yellow gentian. And it's also, of the many species of gentians present, the one that it's more used from a pharmaceutical point of view for the properties it has. The gentian family is actually quite a big family. It's about 900 species, and within the family there are about 70 genuses. So the genus Gentiana or Gentian has around about 400 species, and it can be found all over the world, in all continents. More than 20 species are found in Switzerland, and I'm not sure about the number in Italy, but it is probably more than that, given that they are found both in the Alps and in the Apennines. This type here, this species here, which is Gentiana lutea, as I said, originates in Central and Southern Europe, obviously mountainous areas, especially meadows and meadowlands. Generally speaking, so-called fat meadows and above limestone. It starts blossoming from about mid-June. It's very used in pharmacy and to make liqueurs. It's most typical the grappa or schnapps in Italy, and even in Tyrol, in Austria, made with the root of this plant, which is one of the reasons that made it actually rare in some areas. And it was already used since the ancient times. Actually, reputedly, Gentiana comes from the name of the genus, comes from a king of Illyria, Gentius, which supposedly was the first one to really discover its properties, but probably in actual facts, the use of this plant dates back to even before, probably to ancient Greece. And it's particularly good, I'll try to make some details now, it's particularly good for the stomach and the liver, and it's always been used traditionally in the Alps and other mountainous chains of Europe, wherever this plant is found. And it was actually used even before the properties of quinine were discovered. And it is of course the root which is more used, as I was anticipating earlier, and actually going and foraging for the roots is one of the reasons that made this plant rare and protected almost anywhere it grows. And this root is really rich in bitter compounds, and it's probably the most bitter plant found, at least amongst the known ones, and for this reason it's very stimulating to the organism, and very used if you are asthenic. So it's very good also for the nervous system, and if you are recovering from an infectious illness. But let's say at more popular level, it's very used as a digestive, even in a liqueur as common as grappa or schnapps. And I'm just going to take a general view of the plant. It's really beautiful, really almost sculptural. And now really it's at the height of its blossoming period. And I'm just going to conclude the video with a very short panoramic of the garden, which is really beautiful and definitely worth a visit if you happen to come to this region of the Alps and Switzerland in particular. Thank you.